Hello Taurus, and welcome to your June 2025 reading. Now in this reading we're going to have a look at the general energies you'll be working with for the month of June, any guidance from Spirit, and any obstacles that might come up for you for the month. I hope you're doing really well. Now we're just going to call in Spirit into your reading. Calling on Spirit, your higher self, our guides, the angels, to clarify this reading for Taurus for June 2025, giving them everything that they need to know to get the most growth, hope, possibilities and outcome for the month. Now, the month of June 2025 is the luckiest month in the year, so that's something for us to all look forward to. According to the astrology, we also have the full moon into Sagittarius on the 11th, which will bring in new insights, new adventure, search for knowledge. And then we have the full moon as we move, of course, into Cancer season, full moon in Cancer on the 25th. So we're going to dive into all of that and what that means for you for the month of June. So I've been meditating on your energy this morning, Taurus, and I get the message of cleansing and clearing your energy field throughout the month, especially to do with your emotions. So that's going to be really interesting. And I get the sense that that's clearing out so that you can, be on the path and get the joy and fulfillment that you've been really wanting. And also the peace of mind. That's the other message that's come through. So let's take a deeper look. Now, your first oracle card is You're Already Doing It. So that's your oracle. It says, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. And what I'm getting from that actually is, it's time to find your true north. Now, if you've had your astrology birth chart, we know that we have your north node and your south node. So the south is what you're moving away from. The north is your true north, what your spirit and your soul wants you to move towards. So if you don't know that, you could, see an astrologer, have a look at your birth chart. There's also some free birth charts or natal chart readings, so you can have a look at that, find out what your north node is, and that's where this current energy is really calling you to at the moment. And this whole reading is to get you moving towards your north node. Then you have breaking the chains. And we can see she's coming out of the cave. And what I'm getting from this Taurus is throughout this month, you're going to be breaking some chains around the ancestral patterns and programs that you've inherited. We understand that we inherit those wounds from our parents and their grandparents, their parents and their parents. And now is the time where you'll be breaking free of some of those chains that you've inherited, which is great. Setting yourself free from those chains. So starting the month, you're in the Page of Cups in reverse. Now this is telling me that you are really wanting a new level of emotional fulfillment. So this is when, Spirit's saying, this is the time to find some more joy. Find that joy that you're missing. So if life has become a bit stagnant and you feel a little bit stuck in your same routines, this is saying it's time to actually find a new cup of joy. And that can be the search and the mission for you for the month. Now, I can see about mid-month, there's a purification of your waters. So Taurus, if you're meditating, this is for me, this is the healing card. This is the renewal of your love for yourself and also the healing, the divine love that comes in from Source. So this would be the message, and for the month is to connect to your version of God, Source, the universe, to help with that emotional healing. So this is really also my card of unconditional love. So one of the lessons that I think we're here to learn is how how to unconditionally love ourselves. Part of that unconditional love is to also, this will be healing those ancestral chains, those feelings of being helpless or not good enough, or, those relationship dynamics that you've inherited, the traumas that you've inherited, and to return to unconditional love. Now, this includes the unconditional love that you have for yourself, but also the unconditional love that you have for others as well. Because if you've got programs and patterns where you're hard and critical or self-loathing, this is the time to heal them, because how you see yourself is going to be reflected in how you see other people too. So it can have a really big impact on all of your relationships. So this is the time where the universe is really trying to pour in those healing waters of unconditional love to remind you that you are perfect, you're whole. It wants to heal you. And so opening up to that concept this month will be really, really important. We can see above the cup is the dove of hope. It's hope and renewal. With that, the whiteness is the purity. So getting back to that purity. And what I'm getting from this card is also a bit of humility. Sometimes we need to really look at our own wounds, which can be a bit confronting. And I know it's not fun to do, but it's so important that we look at our own wounds so that we can ask for the universe, for Source to come in and heal them for us, healing your waters. So that's going to be a really big theme for the month. Next, you have the Eight of Wands in reverse. And this is saying to me that the message is to start taking action on the things that you want to do. So in reverse, it's saying that there might be some procrastination going on or some resistance. So the calling of this card is to start moving life. Again, I get this kind of stagnant energy from the card where things haven't been moving. It's been a bit stuck. Or maybe you're not moving forward in the ways that you want to move forward. This is a card of like having a clear intention. How do I want to direct my life? What do I want to experience and what do I want to do? And then being able to take action on it. So it's also the kind of reevaluating where am I putting all of my energy? Am I putting it all of my energy into the things that I'm not wanting? And where do I need to redirect it? Because it's so important for this time in the world that, especially in your reading actually, Taurus, is what I'm saying is taking control. This is a card also of like taking control of your energy, where you're sending the energy. Now, if you're waiting for certain communication, it could say there's a bit of a delay with that communication coming in. So that could be another message. But what I'm really feeling from this card is to take control where you're directing your energy, not letting other people direct what you're doing all the time, that you're the one that's directing your energy. And then towards the end of the month, you have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, Taurus, this is you. This is you in your element. Happy home, happy families, happy life where everything is feeling secure and exactly how you want it. So this is the calling of working out, well, what is that for you, Taurus? What needs to change in your world to get to your 10 of Pentacles, to get to your ultimate in how you want to feel in your world? And I think the energies are working, to help you get there this month as well. Purifying your energies, helping you to really see clearly where you're allowing the universe or other people or, giving away your power so that your energy is going wherever people want it to go. You're not in charge of where you're directing it. So that will be so important for you, Taurus. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Pentacles, which is great. This is you perfectly where you're meant to be in your power, and that's what the month is going to help you with. It's like getting in, stepping into your power. Where are you giving your power away, Taurus? And start taking your power back. And this is, the King of Pentacles, he's not in a controlling way at all. He's the Pentacle, so he's Taurus energy, stable, loyal, secure. So it's just taking your control back, but in a way that is your authority is the word that I'm getting. Lovely. So let's delve deep and get some clarity. So what's the guidance from Spirit for the month? There we go. So Four of Swords. So I think, with the Four of Swords, I'm getting actually more about just being patient with yourself throughout the month, Taurus. If you're really hard and critical on yourself, that's part of the healing, is being really patient with yourself, understanding that, I'm getting actually self-acceptance. So if things are going a little bit slowly, or you haven't met all of your own expectations, you're not where you think you should be in life, this is actually saying, no, be more, Spirit wants you to have a lot more patience with yourself, because you've grown so much more than you can possibly see. You've overcome so much, you've grown so much, you've gained wisdom and understanding of yourself and life. And this is saying just be really patient. That's the guidance throughout the month. Also, if you need to rest, resting is important, not to push yourself too much. That it's time, to recoup your energy at times and, monitor your frequency, your vibration, and your physical energy too. Yeah, great. So the Five of Pentacles is what Spirit will be, calling you to heal. This is the ways that you feel not good enough, insecure, hard on yourself, feeling rejected, feeling left out. All of those old energies. Spirit's, you'll be working with purifying and healing that, so that you can step into your king. Now, the other energy, because I was just tuning in while I was seeing that card, is that actually the theme here is, Taurus, where are you neglecting yourself? That's the true message. Spirit wants you to see, where are you neglecting yourself, where you're putting other people first, or maybe you're, pushing yourself too hard, or being too self-critical, not looking after yourself and resting when you need to rest. It's very practical. It's not very woo-woo or exciting, but it's really, really important, because this is our day-to-day life. The practical side is so important. So that's the message to start throughout the month of June, really looking after yourself. What do you need? What are your needs? Do you need more time for play? Do you need to do a hobby more that you've been wanting to do? Whatever it is, but putting your needs first will be really important. And you have Three of Cups, exactly. So part of putting your needs first might be socializing more, or it could just be celebrating and enjoying the pleasures of life. Taurus, you're very, you're wonderful, you're loyal, you're hardworking, you're practical, but don't forget to enjoy the pleasure of life. Life is meant to be lived as well, and that's the card. And bottom of the deck, you have the Four, which is the same message. It's like having fun, enjoying and celebrating life is really, really important. And maybe you've gone through a time where you haven't had an opportunity to celebrate life. Maybe you've been working really hard and, doing what Taurus does, taking care of other people and family, working hard. And it's the reminder to celebrate. Celebrate as well. Lovely. So let's see if there's any challenges for you for the month of June, so that you can prepare and you know how to overcome them. So are there going to be, what are the challenges for Taurus that they need to know, or that they can expect for the month of June? Let's see. Yeah, self-love and self-care, Taurus. Big reminder. And finding your true north. So check out your astrology. Your natal chart might be helpful. Otherwise, go to your intuition. Go to your high priestess. Find out what you're here for, what brings you fulfillment, what brings you joy, what gives you purpose and passion. That's your true north, where you feel most fulfilled. The best way to know that is what drains us isn't our true north. What gives us energy. Like with my readings, I could do this all day, every day. Even when I'm tired, I still want to do it. And so that's my true north. Now, with other areas of my life, at the end of the day, I'm absolutely wiped out and exhausted. That's probably not my true north. So that's another way of telling what lights you up. What gives you a reason for getting out of bed in the morning, finding that true north. Yeah. And Taurus, it's time to take some action. So that could be in doing something new, learning something new. But this is the action card. Time to take action, probably to get out of the rut. I think you've probably been in a bit of a rut. So now's the time with him to take action. And if you're not sure what to take action on, maybe think about your childhood. That's a good way of finding what brings you joy. What did you love to do as a child or throughout your earlier years? Go back and think of your past and what were the things that you did, the times where you felt most purposeful, full of life. You had joy, because that might be your little insight into what to bring. What might bring you joy now, because that's a big theme. Definitely clearing your waters from those ancestral, patterns and being able to heal them so that you can rewrite your future. And with the Ace of Cups, that's a very strong healing potential coming in for you. So we have like I said, we've got the full moon in Sagittarius on the 11th. So maybe it could be around that full moon time, or definitely I'm getting that more towards Cancer, because Cancer's that water energy, all about the home and your intuition. So it could be happening around Cancer that you get that purification and divine love coming in. And Taurus, always remembering who you are. You are the spark, the reflection of the Creator. You have all of those qualities and all of those attributes. It's remembering your higher self and who you are. Don't let the mind tell you otherwise. Don't let the mind tell you otherwise. The mind can be full of lies. The mind tells us lies all the time. And following a new passion and new inspiration. So now's the time to find a new passion and inspiration. So with the Ace of Wands, those inspirations can come in, but it's whether you act on it or not. So the guidance for this month would definitely be, and we're getting across the board in nearly all the readings, is acting on these new ideas, doing something innovative, and we're in the time of innovation. So if there's something innovative that you want to do, something different, that would be 100% going for it. Now let's get a spirit animal for you to see which spirit is watching over and guiding you through the month of June. Can we please have a spirit animal for the wonderful Taurus to help guide them and inspire them through the month of June? Oh, okay. Perfect. You have 999, which is amazing. Release. That's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to get a release. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, view your life as being a series of cycles and chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? Exactly. Beautiful. So look out for the repeat number 999. That is your sign from Spirit. I said it was going to be an animal spirit, and it wasn't. It was an angel number. So let's get your animal spirit now. So look out for that repeat number 999. There we go. That was quick, quick, quick. You have messenger and... Oh, I need my glasses. Have messenger and the hawk. So look out for pictures of hawks. Hawk is your guiding spirit for the month. And the hawk, it reminds me of your higher self, because the hawk sees the bigger picture. It looks down at the current situations to see the bigger picture of life. So getting in touch with your higher self through the month of June will be important. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the insights. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Exactly. It's time to ascend to new heights, Taurus. Doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. Now is the time to rise above the past and ascend to new heights, whether that's in love, self-love, prosperity, your career. This is a month of good luck, and I can see that Spirit is giving you this beautiful window of divine healing to break free of your past, which is beautiful. That unconditional love of Spirit flowing through you, those healing waters, so that you can rise to new heights and reach ultimately your 10 of Pentacles. Lovely. So that is your reading for the month of June, Taurus. I hope that helps guide you through the month, giving you some clarity of what you'll be working with so you can get the most out of the month. I'm sending you all of my love, light and blessings. Subscribe to my channel to never miss a reading, and I will see you next time. Bye.